Well, Jim, the first thing to say, congratulations. That was a wonderful performance tonight.
Yeah, it went as well as we thought it could. Really pleased for the lads because it was a big shout changing the team and bringing Courtney in and Rossi in and Josh Amos, but they justified that decision.
Tell us about the thinking. I mean, no Kay in the squad at all tonight, even though he's travelled, and putting Josh in again, having not been involved at all at the weekend. Is it just a case of freshening things up, or have you thought harder about it than that?
Well, the guys of Rossi and Courtney and Max, they've all had games recently that, credit to the teams we played. We played Winsford, some of the lads had a run out here last time, then we had West Didsbury and Chorlton. So the lads have been getting minutes, and like I said, I've said that we'd be using all our players, and it was a calculated decision. We didn't want to play a back five, we wanted to trust our shape. We wanted to play Courtney in a sort of a left midfield and to give Scott Duxbury a bit more protection. We also expected them to use Moyo as an aerial outlet on the right. And I wanted to let Elliot have a little bit of licence to go and play. But lots of aspects. It took us 3 hours to pick the team. We were talked over every eventuality, even the subs. We felt that Kane's a good player, Jimmy Ball, good player, John Mars and Kay, they're good players. But what we've got now, like the Darlington game, we had players who come off the bench and added to it. And I'm delighted again that we've got another sub scoring.
But even you, in your wildest dreams, can't have imagined that you would match your biggest win of the season so far here at Brackley, a playoff contender.
Yeah, I think away from home we've been excellent. The mentality's been really, really good. I thought we started the game really well. You could see the threat with Josh and Daniel leaning to the left, and we can get away with that and get Courtney on that side, and because the likes of Sam Minahan, so athletic and so hard working on the right, they help balance the team off. It was nice to get a set play goal. Obviously the set plays weren't great the other day. We said we needed to improve on them, and we went a little bit tired the second half of the first half. I think we started doing a little bit ragged on goal kicks, a little bit tired looking, making some poor decisions and not managing the game, but we dusted ourselves down at half time, and I thought it was a very, very professional performance second half.
It's hard to put your finger on any one thing, but you must be so pleased with the turnaround. If you think when Brackley came to us and won 4-2, quite a comprehensive victory, to turn it around to this magnitude for a 3-0 win here is incredible. Well,
I think it's credit to the staff and the players, because I said we learnt lessons. Brackley are a good side, and they've got a tough run now. They've done brilliant in the FA Cup. They've done great in the league. They've still got those 3 games. I wish them well next week in the cup, but we want success in the league. The first game at Brackley, they did catch us. The first game at Edgeley, they caught us cold, and we matched them. Again, the last time we were here, we made a few changes, and we looked a little bit off the pace, and a few poor errors allowed them to counter on us. But today we were very concentrated. I think the extra man in midfield helped give us that solid base, and we've been working on that shape for quite a bit, and I trusted the players that we can impose our shape on them today, and I was a bit surprised at the shape that they played. But again, that the shape that we played worked really well, because the all midfielders were heavily involved in the game, protected the back four and also support the attack. So really, really pleased with what the lads have done, because you've got to remember we had no prep coming into this game, but the lads are just taking stuff from previous experiences, what we say in the changing room, and they're applying it in that fashion. It's just credit to their professionalism, and I've said consistently that we've got a good group here, and if we allow them to grow and grow and grow, that I said they were proven, but they had potential to be even better, and I think that we're seeing that growth now.
I know you'd be equally delighted by the clean sheet tonight. I know the goals were terrific, but to keep Brackley out is quite an achievement tonight. You look so solid this evening. I think they had one chance when they hit the post.
They threatened, and you can see the threat that they have, and they played Loan Armson and Glenn Walker in pockets, and they caused a bit of problem, but there was some really good concentrated defending, good blocks, good Sam Minahan, Lewis and Courtney, nice barrier there, so it restricted them. They didn't really get behind us and get crosses in from critical areas. we didn't give away too many fouls, we defended set plays excellently. So all the stuff that we've been talking about throughout the season was all there. You know, the discipline, the structure, and what we have now as well. We've got really hard-working players who will be good on the counter. You could see that threat there when Jimmy Ball and Kane come on, and I'm delighted for Kane to get a goal as well.
You've said in recent weeks you don't mind nipping at the heels of the teams that are in the playoffs. Well, you're one of the teams in the playoffs now. You've got into that 5th place. Happy to be there, though, I think.
Yeah, it's been a while coming, and I just said if we could maintain our form and our momentum, you know, we will work our way in there. Not just because the other teams are playing each other, but also the fact that their form hasn't been great. The teams that have been in there, you know. Whether that be Darlington, if you look at their record over the last 10, you look at our record over the last 10 unbeaten, we're picking up the points that we want to be picking up. We're ahead of schedule for what we wanted from this group of 7 games. Now we want to add to that against Stalybridge, which is going to be a really difficult game. They'll make it difficult for us at Edgley Park next Saturday. So we'll put ourselves in a really good position. We've got a very good young squad that are starting to show signs, and like I said, you know, Gary's gone, but we think we've got enough within the group at the moment to get results, and I think today showed it.
I'm guessing you went to watch Stalybridge last night. What do you make of it?
Yeah, they're scrapping and they're fighting, and you know, they won't think that they're dead yet. Every game now, I went to see them against Brackley, and they were very competitive. Lost 1-0 to a corner. They defend for their lives. They're keeping clean sheets now, which always gives them a chance. They're freshening the squad up, but yeah, they were good against Curzon. Curzon are a good side, and they've had some fantastic results. And but as soon as I seen the game, the way both teams shaped up with three-man central defences and the back 5, it had 0-0 written all over it. And no, Stalybridge are always a tough game. But tonight's result, and if we get ourselves organised on Thursday, get the game plan right, then obviously we're looking forward to a really, really good contest on Saturday that could put us in a nice solid position and hit that 50-point mark.
I'm guessing you might even make changes on Saturday. You've managed to keep, because you've got quite a compact squad and you've kept everybody tight, everybody involved, and you've said you'll get your chance. Has that made it easier for you to make these changes?
Tonight's result has made it harder. You know, Sam Minahan's done great for us in front of Rossi tonight. I mean, his work rate. Lewis is a little bit isolated in the holding role in previous games. So Courtney's done great. It's going to be difficult to leave him out after a couple of goals. But we also know our players, and we know some players play well in one game and then have a dip. So I think the lads will trust me, and I'll trust them in terms of trying to get the right team. And you know, there were some difficult decisions to be made on the way down here today about who to rest and who to play. Trusting that energy, the fresh faces would give us the energy without losing the structure, and it worked well tonight. And but like I said, we've got a very solid squad. We've got 18 players that travel today. We've also got the likes of Ryan Erson and George West firing on all cylinders at Club Road. So it's looking fairly solid at the moment.
Just looking ahead, I mean, you mentioned Gary Stockport there. We know he's on his way to Australia. If it is a short-term fix for him, if he just comes back with, I don't know, a boomerang and a load of stories, would you consider taking him on again for next season?
I'd be surprised if he comes back. Well,
would you?
We've said this about Carl Edsham, and I'd be surprised if he may well come back. I think we move on. We've got a squad here. We've got players that, you know, we always said that we had the possibility of Jimmy Ball. We've obviously used Sam in that role. Courtney could help protect and make us a little bit more of a solid unit and give us natural balance, and also another physical element both on defending set plays and attacking set plays, and we've seen that today. And that allows, if you like, Danny Lloyd to play a lot higher than perhaps he normally would in most shapes that he's played in previously, so he's a constant threat. No, I'm really pleased with what we're doing at the moment. Like I said, fortunately for us, we didn't miss Gary tonight, because the lads that got their opportunity tonight grabbed that shirt, and I'm sure they'll be wanting to keep it come Saturday.
Brilliant to watch. Well done.
Thanks so much.